Hello and welcome everybody to some more Let's Stream Evil Genius with your host as always Mah-Dry-Bread. Sorry about the slightly delayed start this time, weird technical difficulties, but I believe I have it worked out now. Once again, everyone just in the chat let me know if everything sounds and looks okay, so I know that you can see everything properly. Where we last left off, we can Exceptional Patriot Burglars. Oh, right. Yeah. Yoink. We're just about to do a bunch of missions in the world. You're hiding, you're plotting, just trying to get my bearings again. Hiding, good. Okay, so everyone's doing what they're supposed to do. You're stealing the $1 million bill, and that's the last Uber loot we need, although there's still 2 more and I'd like to get them. So what we need is we actually need to plot a little bit more in the world. In fact, I don't believe we've plotted in southern Africa in quite a while. I'm gonna send a scientist over there. And, you are moving to India to steal money for now. There we go. And okay, we've already done quite a bit of plotting in Japan. That's enough plotting in Japan for now. So right now I guess all we had to do is wait, which means I picked a hell of a time to end, not exactly front-loading this stream. And you can leave the base, please. So can you. Alright, so our main goals right now. I believe we haven't... Oh no, we have enough of the Doomsday device to have that finished. Okay. So all we need to do is get that one Uber loot, which we're stealing right now, and then we can also get the cloning device for an optional objective, which I would like to get, actually. 8 workers, 3 technicians, 3 guards. Come on. I'll send some, not send some valets in, because we're low on valets. I'll send some spin doctors in who are not low on, and they're better anyway. You can go to plotting, you can go to hiding, you can go back to stealing, you can go to hiding. Alright. And are you guys plotting? Good, they're plotting, because I know there's more stuff there we haven't found yet. What research are we doing? Handgun cabinet. Outdoor sentry gun. Now, thanks to the fan patch, we can actually put this indoors, which is good because it's completely useless outdoors, and you need to research with it to get the hidden one, which is useful outdoors. So, the fan patch kind of throws us a bone on that one. So I'm just gonna put it right in the laboratory. It's kind of expensive, but we've got the money. And our population is doing really good, although we could use more social minions, which is often a problem. We don't currently have any super agents on our island, so that's good, although 2 of them are already out in the world. I believe the 3rd one is the Hammer one, who we don't have yet on the list. How close are they to finishing? 2 minutes. Okay, 2 more minutes, and we'll have that mission done. So when do you complete an island, by the way, I'm being asked? There are only 2 islands in the game, and I believe we'll have the option to go to the next island. I think it's right after we get all the Uber loot. So we'll have the option starting very, very soon. We've really blitzed through it on this stream. centrifuge is pretty cool. I like using it as a torture device. We've got a decent amount of loot in there, too, to keep them loyal. Don't want my scientists abandoning us. Abandoning us, rather. Not abandoning. Abandoning's not a word, so far as I know. You guys still don't have the option to switch qualities? You should, but Twitch is being really shitty lately. It says I've met all the requirements for it to give you that option, however, it's been spotty. What did I just buy that has increased my power drain? Because whatever has, I'm not terribly happy with. Luckily, our guys can reach every generator to repair, so this means less science is gonna get done, but at least the power isn't gonna blow out. Still, I'd really like a nuclear generator. Chat, do me a favor. Go over on the Wikia for Evil Genius. I believe it's Evil Planet is what it's called. Or perhaps Evil Planet or Planet Evil Wikia. Go over there, look at the research list, and just Control F nuclear power plant. And let me know what I need, because I know is something common with the impact stress analyzer. And I just want to know what it is. Right, I forgot that I was going to steal that now. Yes!
Newsflash. KYC News. Washington, D.C. is reeling this morning after the theft of $1 million bill from the White House. The bill is not valid tender, but is the only one of its kind to be printed, so the black market value is expected to be extremely high. Security experts claim that the vault the bill is stored in is impenetrable. Unconfirmed sources blame the theft on the president, who allegedly took the $1 million bill out of the vault to look at and forgot to put it back.
Oh god, that's awesome. Alright, so we've got our 4th Uber loot, we just need to wait for our minions to carry it in. Impact stress analyzer with chalkboard, says Doug. Thanks, Doug. What a weird combination of things to get you the nuclear power plant, but we do have a chalkboard, and we do have the stress impact analyzer, so we should be good. We just need to wait for the scientists to get around to it, which takes too long. Speaking of scientists, there he is, not researching and instead carrying in a bill. You know, something we should probably have a guard or a mercenary do. Someone who can defend themselves. God, you never just let him plot. Okay, good, you're back to plotting now. And right now we're stealing... Right now we're stealing the, Jeez, what's it called? We're stealing the... cloning device, that's it. Now, the best thing we can do for research is simply have a full population of people back home. The more people there are free to do normal tasks like operating computers, the better chance that the scientists will have nothing to do, and thus they'll spend their time researching instead. Your global activities are failing to generate the required money per minute. So what do we need now? Now that you have the possession of the most important artifacts in the world, some serious cash flow is needed to further cement your organization as a true world power. Generate at least 10,000 per minute through the world domination theft activity for 5 minutes while still holding on to the required number of loot pieces. That's not too hard, we used to be getting that much. All we need to do is send a few more people in the world. In fact, what are you doing down here? You should be plotting. You're not going to be getting any money out of there anyway. It's Antarctica. Okay, so we need to steal from high-income places. Right now we're in most of the high-income places, except I'm actually going to leapfrog. You're a guard. Why are you there? Send in a mercenary and have him steal from the higher money place. Go to South Asia. Move him out. Get him back to base. Now, we don't have anyone right in Europe. We have someone in India. Let's actually move him to Europe. And we'll probably be making the money soon, but we'll have to send in a few more people. I just don't want the base to get hit too hard. You can get back to plotting. Said plotting, and you, why are you stealing? You're a scientist. Just making sure everyone's doing their thing. Haven't been doing a good job on keeping up on that. Okay, we're making about half of what we need now. Make that more than half, but we need to send in more people. Mercenaries are the best way to do that right now. God damn it. Oh man, now a bunch of people need to go into hiding. Hate when that happens. Because then we're basically just forced to stop doing anything. Except for I'm not putting them in hiding because they're doing a mission. Just quickly run by and make sure that everyone's tagged. As the population. Population's great. In fact, we're almost at the max, so we can afford to send some more people out there. Although we are training more mercenaries, which would be nice for going out into the world and stealing. Okay, any place that gets me 6 or more are places that I want to steal from. Especially if they have low heat. Like, Patriot doesn't care about us too much right now, but the Middle East and the Midwest are the best places to steal from. I'm actually gonna send... Whoops, you know what? I will send that in with him. We'll see how that goes. And once we see how much money we're making out of that, we'll work from there. Man, I'd like more generators. Can't really fit any more that wouldn't block off other ones, though. Which would be unfortunate. We could make another power plant, however, I would like to not do that. Because we could get that shockboard researched at any moment. They've got no research in progress, so right now they're just going around and looking at things to put in the database, and I want them to do that with the chalkboard. Are you doing science? No. Yeah, I know, the money thing. Science? No. No. See, these guys are all just walking around to repair things. You, scientist! Let a valet do that job. Did you finish the mission? Are you on the mission? I told you to go on the mission, I think. Did I forget to put them on the mission? I could have sworn I did. Okay, well, put them on it. Give them another guard. Weird. Okay, everyone can get back to work. Except for you. You're still stealing. Plotting. Okay. Everyone but them are back to their jobs. We're almost getting the required money. We can untag her. Yeah, I agree, chat. This game does need a function where I can set priorities on things. I just find it funny that, like, I was playing Pharaoh yesterday, and I forgot that Pharaoh actually has a worker priority system that you can set up manually. And yet, for some reason, this game doesn't. And this seems like a good game to do that in. There's a very primitive priority system in this game of you can click on your your evil genius, and click on a thing to boost its priority. However, you can't do that with science, I don't believe. Unless... Nope. Nope, can't do it with science. Can I prioritize weird everyday items? What happens if I prioritize the chalkboard, actually? I don't like going out in that area, mostly because, we do have the occasional high-class guy come through, and no matter what class they are, they would recognize the evil genius. However, let's give this a shot. Maybe it will give scientist priority. I don't know. Okay, steal that. Got a lot of heat with Smash. I'll have to be careful about that. You still have not found much, good sir. However, you have found a biochemist. That would be incredibly useful to us, as we can get higher class science minions. What's Pharaoh? Pharaoh is this awesome city builder game made around the time and by the same people as Caesar 3. Really, really good game. I actually, I'm going to be playing that with my mom later, after this stream. Me and my mom have been playing that game a lot recently. Pharaoh's pretty awesome. Oh, we used to play that a lot back in the day. We like to play it and compete for who can get the best score. Doesn't look like the priority on this chalkboard's doing anything yet. Then again, we don't have many people free. Oh, you guys can get back to stealing? Still not making enough money? Come on. Okay, okay. How much do we get from the Eastern Bloc? Alright. It's fucking impossible to see there. It's got the highest security from cameras in the game. I don't like sending in more people to Europe. Especially because it's such a highly defended area, but whatever. We need the money. You two are infiltrators, which I want out of my base desperately. Would I stream Pharaoh? Yes, I do actually plan to do a stream through Pharaoh at some point. It's just the game's incredibly long, so it would be a big project. But, well, to be fair, a lot of the games I have on my planned stream list are very long. Huh, good, they're smart enough to put it in here.
This transmission is for the attention of Smash. We've lost contact with our station tour, so please send assistance immediately. Hopefully it's a false alarm, but our station tour is working on some extremely advanced cloning technology, so we can't afford to take any risks.
Okay, we're doing good there. We moved a spin doctor over there to help cover up the heat of the stealing we've been doing, so that's nice. Don't feel like we need to plot much more down here. We're not finding anything. And we've actually completed every mission in Cuba. That was fast. So we've completely defeated Cuba. I think that's the very first region that we've completely wiped out, so we never need to go to Cuba again. It's got no more missions. Not that it had many in the first place. So the last Doomsday device plans are here. We don't really have much incentive to do it, because we've already completed that mission. You need all but one. We're almost making enough. You guys need to go into hiding now. Unfortunately. We could send a mercenary there. And we could also send a mercenary to Japan. And that should be getting us enough. You guys doing much science nowadays? You know what I could do? I'll temporarily put a power generator there. Because although it'll block off repairing these two generators, which is bad, once we're in the green, they won't be deteriorating anymore. Which means as long as I'm really careful, if that goes into yellow again, I'm gonna have to get rid of a generator. which would be really bad. However, I really don't want to have to make another superfluous power plant when I could just be upgrading to nuclear generators. Really paranoid about keeping an eye on the world right now. Could be getting a lot more notoriety if I want to. But I really want to get this science, you know? You know what I should do? I need to get this biochemist. 1, 2, 3, 4. What else did he need? 3 technicians, 1 scientist. I'll send a couple valets too. And everyone needs to go into hiding real quick. The customary huge legion of people is coming in, and I'd rather not have all my people murdered. Okay, so we actually need to start sending some of these scientists back home, because we're not learning much in a lot of these places anymore. So we could rather use these scientists back home doing research. We'll keep that one there a little bit longer, though. And he can steal. And so can he, because no one's over there. Research? The sentry gun. Still useful, but, you know. Really need those generators. Speaking of needing generators, looks like our generator is here, so people are spending less time fixing up generators. And can spend more time sciencing. Which is nice. I prefer when they do the science. Wish the game didn't remind me all the time of the money thing. I've got plenty of money, however, my current goal is to have a certain income for a certain amount of time. You know what, you don't need to be here either. I'm gonna move him out. You guys can plot. Steal. You know what, you can actually steal, not plot. Want to make sure these guys get back to work as soon as they can. God damn it. Well, that means you guys can steal. We're actually doing pretty good. We're almost at the amount we need. We have quite a few places that actually aren't stealing that I'd like to be stealing. These two in particular. Now you can, and we're now making enough money, and now you can. So we're making more than enough money. If the super agent comes in, we can shut down one of them and still probably be making enough money. So we just need to hold this for 5 minutes. Keep the money flow going. Which is nice, because it of course gives us the side effect of actually getting a lot of money. Which is a very nice side effect to completing this objective. Because believe it or not, it's not cheap trying to take over the world. Yes, you do that, science. As soon as she moves out of here, we're getting that biochemist. Shit, you need to go into hiding. Still making enough money, though. Oh, we are generating the required amount. Good. Just really waiting on her to leave. Now, what missions do we unlock here? Destroy Diamond Mine. And General Disarray. I'm hoping to unlock the casino soon. There's actually a mission in South Africa where you can unlock the casino room, which I believe, if memory serves, it's quite useful. Maybe I could use, you know, I bet I could use a widescreen TV in here. Yeah, right in the corner there. It would require power, though. Let's wait till we have those generators. Oh, good, you're sciencing. Science this board. No, don't go. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, science this. Science this. The big sparkly. Science the big sparkly. Come on. You're getting close. You're getting close. What are you doing? Is this how you science? I'm disappointed in you. I'm sorely tempted to kill this man. What is he doing? Right, let's just let him do that for a little bit. Let's just let him do that. God. Disguised sentry gun. That's what we wanted. Can I fit another chalkboard in here somewhere? No. Maybe he can't reach that chalkboard for some strange reason. Well, I guess I'll just put a chalkboard in somewhere else then. I'll put a chalkboard in right here. It's a decent spot for a chalkboard. Yeah. You're gonna move now. I don't need you there anymore. You guys can steal. And kidnap. Oh, you guys need to go into hiding. You're doing awesome for money now. Science? X-ray machine. I don't know what you get from this, so this could be cool. Would... Get out. How does one science? Would you get out of here too? Good anvil investigator? The better you are, the less I want you in this building. Okay, good. That must be the chalkboard. I will be sorely disappointed if the chalkboard takes up electricity. Kinda defeats the purpose of a chalkboard. Gonna keep an eye on my power rating. Good. It does not require electricity. Just making sure, because the game can be a little bit weird about that. Pathetic burglar. Investigators. We're doing good. We've got the base pretty under control. Although, I wouldn't mind purchasing some of those disguised outdoor turrets. Disguised sentry gun. It's expensive, it's 20,000, but look at that. I can just shoot people right there. Shoot them with either rubber pellets to knock them out, or with bullets to kill them. Chalkboard! Yes! Go! Oh, finally. How'd you get the fan pack? Go to, I believe it's Planet Evil, either that or Evil Planet. If you type in Evil Genius Fan Pack on Google, it is, actually, they'll have a download section. And in that download section, there'll be the bonus CD, which is if you pre-order the game from Europe. You get the bonus CD, which comes with a few extra things like the relaxing chairs, as well as Colonel Blackheart. So you get some extra content. It's pretty cool. You can download that for free now. And you can also download the fan patch, which you can just Google search Evil Genius Fan Patch, and that fixes a lot of the bugs that are still in the game.
Are being urged to remain vigilant as the spate of kidnappings continues. Skilled civilians are being spirited away by the evil organizations for an unknown purpose. In an off-the-record comment, one Smash official said that the chances of rescuing the hostages were slim to none.
There we go. You guys can get out of here. However, we have sustained the cash flow, and you'll see the new island button here now. So we have sustained the cash flow, we've completed that objective. We have kidnapped a biochemist, and that's why I'm getting that biochemistry set there, so we can start training them. You're welcome, J1EXE. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I want to train up some biochemists. I want them to finish that research first, though. That's high priority. Now, objectives. We can now purchase the new island, should the need arise. So to continue on to the next main objectives, we buy the new island. That'll cause all of our minions to immediately pack up all of the loot and all of the money and run for the airports. You want to do this when you have very little heat and no agents, or no super agents at least, on your island, because, you know, it's a huge process to get rid of everything, so you're just abandoning the place. So I recommend you don't do it until you're good and ready. And there's more I want to do before we leave. We're not done yet on this island as far as I'm concerned. We don't even have the totems yet. I'd like to get the totems because I believe you have to put them together on the first island first. Although I could be wrong. The fan patch may have fixed that, but I'm not sure. Oh, you're still in hiding. I forgot to ever take you out of hiding. And actually, you know what? I can take a lot of people out of the world now. There are a lot of people that I don't need out here because I don't need to maintain that ridiculous cash flow anymore, so I'd rather my heat dissipate. You can leave too. So the heat should start to go down now. We already have that thing purchased. Just waiting on research right now. And then what I want to do is get my notoriety up some more. So let's start looking for missions we want to do. I want to get these ones done. 6 workers, 6 technicians. Not bad. That should be good. What do we get? Knockout gas chamber trap. Don't think I'll ever use that. We have a lot of missions we can do here in Japan. 333. Did it say guards or yes? Yes, guards. And I'll throw a scientist in there as well, just to get the mission done faster. Alright, let's do that. We now have a biochemist. Awesome. So we have our first of our final tier minions, which is a biochemist, one of the 2 for the science tree, the other one being a quantum physicist. When out on the field, the difference between them is that the physicist plots a little bit fast, or no, they both plot at the same speed, I think it is. It's the physicist speeds up missions even faster, whereas a chemist has a better chance of survival. As far as in your base what they do, the biochemist is best with biochemical engineering, whereas the quantum physicist is better at researching everything else. There's not a huge difference between them. I also would like to get each special minion unlocked before we go. So I would like to kidnap this guy. We need 8 guards here. We'll hold off on that a little bit. So you're stealing from here? I actually want you to plot.
Mission underway. Commencing mission.
We're doing good. Heat's lower than I thought it'd be, although it is still quite high. Alright, chat. How's the stream looking? How's the stream sounding? Is everything working okay? Any kind of lag issues? Well, any kind of lag issues that you don't suspect are on Twitch's end. Which, unfortunately, they usually are.
Good evening, and welcome to the Nightly News Bulletin.
Alright, that was a quick one. No, I don't want to abandon the island.
Delagers, we turn rocks into gold, metaphorically speaking.
From Nairobi to Cape Town, it seems that nowhere in southern Africa is safe from the self-styled evil genius, who has launched yet another chilling assault.
And we can get ourselves our next henchman.
Konnichiwa. You're listening to the Nipponese National Wire Service. In an effort to dispel rumors that Soviet forces are behind the shocking
Yes.
tyranny committed today, a senior member of Patriot Council flew into Tokyo to reassure the Japanese public.
I wouldn't trust a soldier crude and accurate throwing. But we don't think the commies are behind this one. We suspect some sort of evil organization.
Alright. We now have Jubai. He... Wow, a lot of these
You're listening to
notifications.
the Nipponese National Wireless Service. We have just heard that Jubai, the rogue samurai, has left the country and may now be working for an evil organization. Jubai disgraced himself and his ancestors by massacring his dojo mentors and has been on the run ever since.
And good, you're already hiding. Okay. Jubai. So he is the henchman you start with if you are Maximilian. Jubai is quite possibly the strongest battle henchman in the entire game. Has he arrived yet? Here he is. He's got incredible abilities. He's got Eviscerate, which is an incredibly powerful sword swipe, and he's got Windwalk, which is he teleports to anywhere on the island that you click. He is the ultimate bodyguard, basically. And he is the only henchman in the game who is reliably able to often take out super agents on his own. So he's a great addition to the team. As much as I do love Eli Barracuda, he's just not as useful as Jubai. So it's great to have him and Lord Kane now. So we've got 4 henchmen. We're doing pretty good on henchmen. I believe we can only get 1 more henchman total. They're gonna have a little smoke together because this is the 60s and that's the thing you do in 60s spy thrillers. Smoke a lot. That makes you cool.
Detected on security network.
Do we have the stuff to get that? Yes. Saber's gonna fucking hate us. We need to really pull out of Saber territory after this. Because we're getting a little aggressive there. Doing a lot of missions now, though. This is good.
Psychological weakening.
Cap hasn't gone up yet. I think we're getting to the part of the game in Notoriety where it takes very big gaps between when the population cap goes up, so you mostly need to rely on storage lockers and equipment lockers, which I just remembered I can now make now that I have nuclear generators. So that's what I'm gonna do. Demolish that. Despite how we could move bases now, there's a lot of preparation I want to do before we change bases.
Good evening, and welcome to the Nightly News Bulletin, sponsored by the Lagers Diamond Corporation.
Lagers. Return rocks into gold, metaphorically speaking.
From Nairobi to Cape Town, it seems that nowhere in southern Africa is safe from the self-styled evil genius, who has launched yet another chilling assault.
Alright, we're doing really good. Yep, the Hammer secret agent is now out on the field. So 3 of the 5 special agents are now, or super agents, I always call it the wrong thing, are now in the game. Still, the cap has not been raised. Are you training any biochemists yet? Good, apparently one guy's getting trained for it. Okay, who doesn't hate us? Hammer has barely noticed us. Let's go do something to Hammer. 2 of each. Game. Here we go. And what threat level? 2? Yeah, that's probably enough people then. Like to do another thing here in Japan. 8 technicians is a lot, though. I need 10 guards for that. Not much for this. And we can do a lot over here. We need to get that Playboy. Out clubbing is a fun one we could do. So is that nuclear generator in yet? No. It's almost in. We are gonna have to get a lot of these things. They are really, really good. And we can get a door for this now. We've got the power to afford a door. Okay, our power is doing great now. There's a reason these generators are so expensive. They're worth every dime. Thief, exceptional burglars, don't like them hanging around. We're actually doing a really good job here, all things considered. Oh, yeah, lost some guys there. Let's actually pull out from there for a little while. Although, Anvil's prime place to steal from right now, do missions from. We don't have any acts of infamy there we can do in Anvil territory. We need to plot more there. Danman says, I like how this stream sort of doubles as a guide for the game with all the stuff about the game that Mah-Dry knows. Well, I have been playing this game for many years. It's my favorite game. So, I guess it is kind of a guide. It's informative. Not the most direct way to learn, but of course, it's still nice. I would hope. Okay, the power's great. Let's, start replacing these with equipment racks, which are 4 times the cost and only get you 1 more population than you would normally get for the space used. And it uses electricity. However, it's very much worth it, especially in the long run. Oh no, mercenary deserted. Whatever will I do?
Object purchase order confirmed.
So I can fit another one. I can fit 2 more here. I can fit one there. I could fit one here.
Object has been ordered.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I can replace that whole row.
Warning, hostile presence detected in base.
Believe me, this is worth the money. Even if I'm leaving island soon.
Object purchase order confirmed. Object has been
Oops. That was a misclick.
ordered. Object purchase order confirmed.
Hope they buy these things fast. Got a lot of people hanging out in here now.
Intruder tagged for psychological weakening. Intruder detected on security network.
There.
Object has been
And
ordered.
that whole room will be redone. I can also get some equipment lockers through the middle if I want to. This is good. So cap's 91. That'll go up a lot. As people buy the stuff and put it away. Probably not going to refill all of the place with them. That's good. Yeah, science that nuclear power generator. See what kind of things you can get out of that. Do that mission. And I want that Irish quantum physicist.
Commencing mission.
Chalkboard. Oh, so I can get something out of either of these. I'll do the centrifuge first. Why would it be worth money since you're probably abandoning soon? I have a lot to do before I go. I could go right now if I wanted to, however, I'm not as prepared as I want to be. I might end up being on this island for the entire rest of this stream.
Attention, citizens. This is an official broadcast from Hammer's headquarters in Moscow. Hammer is here to keep you safe from our enemies, but we need you all to perform your civic duties for us to operate successfully. Earlier today, a cabal of villains perpetrated an atrocity in the motherland. If you know anything about this event, or suspect anyone of being involved, you must contact your local Hammer official immediately.
There we go.
Good morning.
We're doing great.
Covering current events across all of Northern Africa. Our big story is the something late that took place earlier today. The identity of those responsible is still not known, but Smash is reported to have several leads they are investigating. And now, the weather. The outlook for the Sahara is the same as usual. Drier than a dehydrated clean cracker on a sunbed.
What more can we get? Well, I do want to kidnap us some martial artists. Is it easier over here? Probably. What's this, though? 3 mercenaries, 3 guards, and a scientist. Oh, sorry, 4 guards. And I'll throw a few spin doctors in there. Patriot has forgotten about us, so we need 8 technicians. I'll do that now. It'll hurt science, but whatever. Throw a mercenary in there for good measure. Is this a casino one? Yes, it is. 2 guards, 4 workers. We're sending a lot of people out in the world here. I want to get a bunch of these done. Low risk, too. Good for us. In fact, as you've noticed, there are a lot of new ones available. I believe we have enough notoriety to unlock a lot of these. I would like to steal this. Don't have the technicians to spare, though. We'll wait until we've done some other missions. Nuclear generator! You can research with all 3 of them at once. Well, we have 2 biochemists, although one passed out from exhaustion. Be nice if a valet went over there and, you know, carried him away. Wow, our cap has gone up a lot. I'll start utilizing that more once we kidnap some more people and get the advanced classes. Also, this population carries over is a good thing to keep in mind. Is that we're taking everyone over into the new base with us. Who's this?
Weekend tag issued.
Good Hammer veterans. They're probably attack on sight. Yep. Which means we need to get some people over here and be ready.
I am invisible.
These people need to die.
Warning, hostile presence detected in base.
I love his run. He's got his hand on his sword. That's right, sneak it behind them. Call minions to me while I'm at it.
They will perish.
This is good, get them some experience while I'm at it. See, that shows how powerful this guy is. Still above half health after taking out 2 veterans. High-ranked soldiers. Waiting on a few copters. No, don't take pictures of that. Not a huge deal. Be nice if you guys carried the body bags away. Thank you. Plus, we might end up weakening them later, and then they'll forget. Tourists.
Impact for psychological weakening. Intruder detected on security network.
When are those copters gonna arrive? Want to do more missions. We got people going there. We gotta get some people down here. What do we need? 3 workers, 3 guards, and a mercenary. I don't have enough guards. Research is going.
Depot now stocks new objects.
Satan's chimney. Satan's chimney forgot about that one. It's a, they activate a trap, trapdoor opens under their feet, they fall into a fireplace. It's a pretty brutal one. Of course, it's a death trap. Alright, let's do some missions.
Mission underway. Commencing mission.
3 huge missions at once all the way across the globe. This will get us a lot of notoriety. If things go as planned, all of the super agents will probably be unlocked by the time we go to the next island. I also want to make sure that I have a lot of money.
Konnichiwa.
That was quick.
You're listening to the Nipponese National Wire Service. In an effort to dispel rumors that Soviet forces are behind the shocking felony committed today, a senior member of Patriot Council flew into Tokyo to reassure the Japanese public.
I wouldn't trust the Soviet fruit and I could throw him. But we don't think the commies are behind this one. We suspect some sort of evil organization.
New room blueprints now available.
Yes, we've unlocked the casino.
Welcome to the Nightly News Bulletin, sponsored by the Lagers Diamond Corporation.
The Lagers. We turn rocks into gold.
For some reason, this must
Come
be a
right over
glitch.
to
It's
Cape
still
Town.
here.
It seems that nowhere in southern Africa is safe from the self-styled evil genius who has launched yet another chilling assault.
Pretty sure that's a glitch. Oh, don't know if we're gonna complete that one. That's a lot of resistance. You know what? I do need to plot in the Eastern Bloc. I know that we've probably unlocked quite a few things there now. Yeah, get the research going. What are we researching? Ah, the nuclear generator. Chat, could you let me know how long I've been going for? Really should kidnap him. 8 technicians, though. Do we only have the one? Yeah, we only have the one, laboratory workshop. Let's get a second one.
Order confirmed.
God, how did you survive?
The nightly bulletin on the Hong Kong Broadcasting Network, serving southern China and Southeast Asia. The region is in turmoil tonight following the nefarious activities of a group of minions doing the bidding of an as-yet unknown evil genius. Anvil has been lambasted by its most vocal critics who accuse the agency of defending Peking and mainland China at the expense of peripheral regions.
Been going for about an hour? Okay. Now, what mission is this? 8 scientists. Alright, obliterate Nashville. Well, we've got the scientists for it, to be fair. 10 workers, that's not bad. Although we need info here. We're almost at 300 notoriety. Wonder if I could get another henchman before I go. Doug, do me a favor. On the same wiki, go to the notoriety page. When do I get the next henchman? Okay, good. We can now train more... well, not more, but at a higher speed we can train technicians, which is useful. Because we're low on technicians. They die quickly. In fact, population overall is a bit of a problem. But it's time we get kidnapping more. Yeah, we need to kidnap. In fact, let's do... Who cares about us the least right now? Hammer? Let's get the sniper. 8 guards.
Depot now stocks new objects.
Electroshock cannon trap. That's a powerful one. What else do we need to get? We need to get the Playboy. You know, we need to send Valets and Spin Doctors with that one. We might as well do that now. Just because it's so low heat. So low heat as in it's so low. Not as in Han Solo. Heat. 300 is a new secondary henchman. Thank you, Doug. So I'm actually really close. Yeah, I'll definitely get that before we leave. In fact, that's going to be my new goal. Funny that that's so close. I mean, we just got a new henchman. Well, to be fair, I am blitzing through the Acts of Infamy right now. God, we have all these Spin Doctors. They are the best social minion, though, for keeping things in the base under control. Playboys are good, but they don't lower smarts as much as a Spin Doctor does. And diplomats are actually kind of crap back at base. They're mostly just for sending out the world, in which they are fantastic for covering up heat. We actually need to plot here more. We only have a mercenary plotting there, and he's terrible at plotting, but it's still better than nothing. That being said, I still have a lot of missions I want to do. Waiting for planes there, waiting for planes there. Smash doesn't care about us much anymore, we can take care of this. We need 5 technicians for it, though, and 5 guards. Just don't have enough people. I'd also like to get more Uber loot. I could get the other 2, if I just could remember where they were. Okay, good, our people are coming in now. First things first, kidnap that Playboy. Where else did I ship people in? Here we go. Kidnap that marksman. And, did I only ship in 2 groups of people? I guess so. Could have sworn I shipped in more than that. Whatever. Who cares about me the least? Saber doesn't give a shit about me. Don't really have any missions in Saber Terror. Oh, right! The quantum physicist, but we don't have the technicians. Of course. We need to plot more in Saberland soon. Control station! These are so much better. Does it say how much they're worth? Go away. It takes up less space. Equally as efficient, but less space. Okay. So, I could just make 6 of these. Although they're much more expensive, that means I need half the people here, which means those people can be doing other, more productive things. Although I do like how this room looks. I will just get rid of... Actually, you know what? Can I cancel the... Yes. Get rid of this one and this one. Because I still want to be able to sit here and help out as many people as possible. Get out of my base.
Object has been ordered.
At least she's not a great fighter, but she's still dangerous.
This is a Patriot World Service broadcast. General Gunfleet of the Patriot Council has today issued a warning to all American citizens after the recent string of kidnappings. The General urged all citizens to take basic